Yes, we are back with Topps basketball. And for some reason, I opened a hobby box of this, and people didn't want to watch that one. But you liked the holiday one, which was shorter and in a smaller space. So you know what? I wanted more Topps basketball, so I figured, why don't I get a hanger and a blaster, and we'll put them together and make one video and see if people watch that. Because apparently you don't like the big hobby boxes. I enjoyed my big hobby box. I got some good Magic players in it, so it was good for my PC. But, you know, it wasn't mind-blowing, but I liked it. But anyway, you can watch it. There's a hobby box. I do the whole thing. And it was way more expensive than this video is going to be, but I bet this one will get more views. We'll see what happens. Anyway, this is the hanger. There are 59 cards total in here. And I haven't opened anything but that hobby box of Topps basketball, and of course the holiday one, which is a little different. And so we'll see how we do today with Topps Hoop. I'm glad they're back in the game. And Anthony Davis being on the top is pretty timely for all the conversation going on here in the Dallas area where I live right now, and whether he will end the year on the Mavericks or not. But I don't know. That's not really my territory. Brandon Miller, Reed Shepard, Nikola Jovic, Zach Edey. There's Apollo Banchero, Stefan Castle. Now, I already have a lot of these cards because of the hobby box, so I'm a little less into the base than I might normally be in one of my normal videos. So I apologize if you come for the base. I'm kind of cruising through them here a little bit. There's a Colin Murray Boyles. I'll still pull out the rookies, the Magic cards. This one will be going to Kyle's collection. He doesn't know it yet, but that's yours, buddy, if you're watching. Max Christie. The jacketed one, Jamie Jackets, Jamal Murray. New Mavs duo shines. Well, they shined for like one game. It was fun. It was kind of fun. Yannick Konen Niederhauser. Wow. Switzerland, not German. Maxime Reynaud. Paris, France. Oche Agjabi. Tracy McGrady. Isaiah Thomas. And that looked like an old Isaiah Thomas. I thought maybe it might be one of those gold throwbacks, but it is not. I got one of those in the hobby box. If you go watch it, you can see me get one of those mirror gold short print inserts. So check it out. See what I got. Igor Demon. You know what? I was watching the Magic game the other night, and they were calling him something completely different. This man's name is Igor Demon, right? I mean, what they were saying was not anything close to this. So I don't know how to pronounce his name yet. Also, Iguodaro, Desmond Bain, Isaiah Joe, PJ Washington, Ace Bailey, Sion James. We got a backwards card here. It is Quentin Post. Who the hell is this? Quentin Post, ladies and gentlemen. He is a center for the Golden State Warriors. And there is his shiny Topps 25-26 card. I knew you were all excited to see who it was going to be. Now we've got a power players of Dylan Harper. That's solid. You like to see the rookie insert cards. That's big. I also got Dylan Harper on my ornament card in the holiday box, which I had forgotten about until after the recording. I had to add it. Noah Essenge. I think he's the player that looks the most like the Sphinx in the NBA. Let me know your thoughts. Generation Now, Derek Queen. He's off to a good start. That's a good one. Enjoy that insert. Another 8-bit ballers coming up here of Shaquille O'Neal. The 8-bit baller is a good idea for an insert, but this is not like the best way to showcase the 8-bitness. I feel like they should go back to the drawing board on that one. Power players of Jason Tatum, which I believe I may have pulled in the big box as well. We got a backwards card here. It is G.G. Jackson in the 45 years of Topps throwback cards. These are fun. I like these a lot. I got a few good ones in the hobby box, which you can still watch. He keeps talking about them. Kalel Ware. People are like, we're not going to go watch it. Okay, fine. Cedric Coward right there. Good young rookie for the Grizz. And then it looks like we're back to base here. Heat, Julius Randle, Jazz, AJ Green, DeMontis Sabonis, Miles Turner, Ryan Dunn, Sasser, Booker, Buzelis, Simmons, still in the league. And then also, speaking of still in the league, Paul George, Isaiah Collier, Jalen Wilson, Scoot, and Baylor Shireman. Baylor Shireman. I was just thinking to myself, Baylor Shireman's probably one of the whitest guys in the NBA. And he's from Nebraska. So that tricks out. All right, that was the hanger box. Pretty solid hanger box. Not a lot of complaints from me on that one. Got a couple good rookies. The Derek Queen, the Dylan Harper right here. Like that card a lot. Not too much for my PC. I already have that Paulo Banchero, but that's okay. Because we've got another blaster sitting right here. So let's get into that, shall we? 84 total cards in here. There'll be 7 packs. And I've been seeing people, I was jealous off the rip because when I was going to open up my hobby box, I purposefully tried to not view other people opening stuff because I didn't want to ruin what the cards look like or any of that for me. But then shortly after, I started to watch a lot of it. And I started to see people pulling stuff out of these blasters, and I was kind of jealous. Like, damn, here I am paying hobby box prices, and people are getting good stuff in the blaster. So this is my first blaster. It might be my last, but you know what? Probably not. Because it seems like Topps has probably overproduced these and made a lot of them, so they'll end up sitting on the shelf for a while. And at some point, I'll go into Target and be like, all right, come on, get in the cart. Because that's how I live. That's how we all live if you're a card fanatic, right? And just once in a while, you got to get something. You need to rip. Okay, blaster. Here we go. We got Lauri Markkanen, Tyrese Maxey, Keontae George, Nikola Vucevic, Nick Batum, AJ Johnson, Pistons team card, Anthony Edwards, OKC team card, and now we're getting to the juicy goods. Kevin Garnett on the 8-Bit Ballers. Nikola Vucevic on the shiny. We've got a George Gervin here at the end, but it is not the fun gold mirror variant. Boop. Over there you go. On we go. Well, what do you guys prefer? You like getting the blasters versus getting the hangers? Where are you at? I feel like they're doing a better job of protecting cards in these hangers now, but I don't know. There's definitely pros and cons to all. I feel like there's something cool in here. Alsur Thompson, Rui Hachimura, Kyle Kuzma, Keegan Murray. Yeah, there's something going on in this pack, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. There's some things happening up in this pack. Patrick Williams, Derek Jones Jr. We've got Dick, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dick. And now this is officially rated R and will get censored by YouTube. Thanks, Grady. Jonathan Kuminga. We've got it backwards, and it's a Kobe Buffkin. Pretty fun. I like those. Those are good looking cards. Now we got to pull from the side like this. And we've got the Cooper Flag Clutch City Prospects. That is fun, ladies and gents. I'm going to sleeve it right now. This is probably my best Cooper Flag rookie that I have gotten yet. And I'm digging that one. I've not seen that insert. Then we've got a Tijon Salon on the net. And then we got a Drake Powell rookie. Oh, I forgot to pull out the rookies now. This is, I believe, the blaster exclusive, right? With that net pattern around it. I don't know how much value that will add to the average card, but it is there. I'll go back through, sort all these, and do all that kind of stuff. And if you check our eBay store, Court Cousins, you'll see some of the lots I put up of players and of teams. If you're a fan of somebody or some team, and it's not the same team I like, there's a good chance there's stuff there. But there is Magic stuff. If you're a basketball fan, there is some Orlando Magic stuff on there. Because I have a plethora of goods. Williams, Sengun, Pele Larson, Jason Tatum, Rudy Gobert, Joel Embiid, Jordan Clarkson, Josh Hart, Donovan Clingan, and the 8-Bit Baller is Jimmy Butler III. Then we've got a Thomas Sorber on the Shine Down. I'm not even sure what Topps calls these. They're not refractors, but they're shiny as hell. They're chrome, I guess, but then Topps Chrome comes out. and they all look like this. Either way, fun. It's a good card. And then Thomas Sorber regular on the back end. So there's the difference, obviously, between the two, and the shiny one is much better. Much better. All right, we got 4 packs left. We got our Cooper flag. I don't think he's going to be the best rookie from this class in the long run. I'll say that. I think he's still going to be a great player. Could be an all-star player. I don't think he's the generational player some have made him out to be. But I think he's still going to be a very solid player, but I think there'll be somebody better in this draft class. I think we're already starting to see who those people are. I'm blown by these names. Scott Barnes right there doing things. Coming into jam. You got Derek White here. Herbert Jones. Hey, Franz Wagner. Add him to the magic pile. I'm not sure if I had that one. Chris Paul. Now we've got Ron Holland on the 45 years throwback. Pretty fun. Then we've got a generation now of Carter Bryant. He is the Spur that people don't want to pull. No offense to that young man, but we're looking for Dylan Harper. And then we've got Dylan Brooks on the net border. And there's Dylan Harper in the regular one. I got one before in the hobby box, but it's always good to get another one. And we've got 3 packs left. Got to be tough when you're that rookie. You know, if there's 2 guys that are drafted and you're not that big time one that everyone's looking for it because everyone sees, you know, the logo and they start to get excited about a big pull and then it's not the guy that they wanted. Got to be tough to overcome that. Brandon Podzinski. You know what? Never mind. We're close enough. You got it. You know who he is. Malik Beasley. Dalton Connect. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Malik Monk. Cards getting a little kind of stuck together there. Alex Sarr. The all-rookie team logo is what that is. You've seen it on a few cards. Raptors team card. Christian Braun. Now we're getting to the juicy middle. Hawks team card. And then we got Kevin Durant on the power players, although featured with the Phoenix Suns. And then we've got Jalen Tyson on the net border. And we've got a simple Jarace Walker just hanging out at the back of the pile. We've got 2 packs left. I'm holding them up right here. Which one should I open last? You know what? I'm going to go with the order they came in. Sometimes I mess them up. It doesn't seem to really help me. I don't know. I tend to do better at the beginning of pulls. A lot of the good stuff I pull seems to be early. I hate to not have you watch my entire videos, but most of the good stuff comes out early, so you don't have to watch long into videos. Keaton Salon, Dylan Brooks, Jalen Tyson, De'Aaron Fox, Obi Toppin. I know you see that 8-bit ballers back there. You wait. We're getting to it. Grayson Allen, Tyrese Halliburton. You never know. It could be the first card in here. There could be those gold mirror throwbacks. So you got to look at the base when it comes to tops. Kevin Durant. And now I've got a Nolan Traore, the 45 years throwback. So that's a rookie. So that's solid. Not sure how his season's going, but there he is. Ray Allen in the Supersonics 8-bit baller. That's pretty fun. At least it's not another Ray Allen Celtics card. I like that. Then we've got a D Wade just hanging out and a CJ McCollum. No border change, nothing like, why are these here? You got to inspect them a little bit, make sure they're just regular cards. They're regular cards, everybody. Relax. Final pack. Final pack. Michael Porter Jr., who, by the way, is just having a fantastic year with the Nets. He is all they have, so he is doing all the scoring. Kaishan George. Cavs team card. Barrett, Harden, Mikal Bridges, Tumani Komera. We've got Hugo Gonzalez on the, I think I may have gotten this in the hobby box. Can't remember, but I think I got the Mojo version of that card in the bonus 5-card pack, which is at the end of that hobby box that I opened. You should check it out. Brandon Podzinski, don't know why you're here, sir. You're in the spot where we have the cool cards, and there you are. And then we've got De'Aaron Fox on the net background card. That's kind of fun. And then we end with a Jared Allen. So, yeah. I mean, not bad. You got a lot of the 8-bit ballers inserts, those net patterns, if you're into that. We got a fair amount of these 45-year throwback cards, which I do like quite a bit. Got a few of the power players and the hanger. We got our Clutch City Prospects of Cooper Flag, so that's a good card right there. That is definitely our best of the video. Let me know which card you like the most. Maybe there's something over here you like. Maybe you're thinking I'm sleeping on Hugo Gonzalez over here, not giving him the love he deserves, or Thomas Sorber, or Cedric Coward, or the Sphinx-like Noah Essengay. Let me know. Ace Bailey's in there. He's gonna be good, right? Anyway, that's Tops on a smaller form, but the hobby box is just as good. You should check that one out. It's also on this channel and it's fun. Our eBay store is Court Cousins. There's a lot of stuff there. You can follow us on IG right there at Card Cousins 22. And follow Court Cousins if you're into basketball. You're watching this, so you must like basketball, right? That's right there. That is our podcast about the Orlando Magic. We do game wrap-ups and a podcast every 2 weeks talking about the team and what they're up to with a lot of fun and jokes and humor. So, yeah, check us out where we talk a lot of Franz Wagner, and we'll talk about Paulo Banchero and how long he may be out. You never know. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming.